The gift of these 30 minutes, beloved one. Before we enter this journey together, I want you to understand something very simple, yet very profound. These 30 minutes can become one of the most valuable moments of your life, not because of my words, but because of the space you will create within yourself while listening. In our fast, constantly moving world, people rarely offer even 3 minutes to their inner being. You are offering 30. This alone is already a step toward healing. Think of these 30 minutes as a warm embrace that you give to yourself. When you sit quietly, when you allow yourself to breathe, when you allow yourself to simply be, something miraculous begins to happen. The body relaxes. The mind, which is usually jumping like a restless monkey, begins to settle, and the heart, which has been waiting for your attention for years, opens like a flower blooming at dawn. Healing does not come from forcing anything. Healing comes from allowing yourself to slow down, to pause, to be present. Most people believe that healing requires complicated techniques, long rituals, or some special spiritual power. But the truth is much more simple. Healing happens when you create a loving space for yourself, when you listen to yourself, when you stop running away from your thoughts and emotions. In these 30 minutes, I will help you create that space, not by giving you rules, but by gently guiding you toward your own inner silence. That silence is the greatest medicine. When you truly sit for 30 minutes without rushing, without expecting, without chasing anything, you begin to notice something surprising. You have been carrying unnecessary burdens for far too long. You will see how much tension your body holds, how many fears you have collected, how many memories still echo inside you. These minutes will act like a soft light, illuminating the corners of your being that you have ignored. And once something is seen clearly, its power over you dissolves. This alone can be deeply healing. I want you to understand that these 30 minutes are not a lecture, not a lesson, not a performance. They are an invitation, a doorway into a deeper part of yourself. If you walk through this doorway with openness, your transformation will begin naturally. Imagine sitting quietly near a calm lake. The water reflects the sky only when it is undisturbed. In the same way, your inner being begins to reflect truth, beauty, and peace only when you allow yourself to be still. So as you prepare for this journey, sit comfortably, relax your shoulders, let go of any need to do anything perfectly. These 30 minutes are not about effort. They are about surrender. Healing, real healing, happens only when you stop trying to control everything. Allow yourself to drift gently into the present moment. If you give yourself fully to these 30 minutes, you will not leave the same as you arrived. Something within you will soften, something will awaken, something will be released. These 30 minutes may become the beginning of a more peaceful, more centered, more alive version of you. And for that, beloved, I welcome you. The nature of true healing. Beloved one, healing is one of the most misunderstood experiences in the world. People think healing is something that must be done to them by a doctor, by a therapist, by a guru, by someone outside. They imagine that healing is a kind of repair, as if they are broken machines and someone must come and fix them. But you are not a machine. You are a living, breathing consciousness. Your being is not something that can be repaired from the outside. True healing happens only from within. What I can give you is not healing itself, but the space in which healing becomes possible. Imagine a gardener. He cannot force a flower to bloom. He cannot pull its petals open. All he can do is create the right conditions: sunlight, water, good soil, then the flower blooms on its own. In the same way, I cannot open your heart. I cannot dissolve your wounds, but I can help you create the inner climate where your own energy begins to repair itself, where your own awareness begins to shine, and where the wounds you carry naturally lose their grip on you. Healing is less an action and more a revelation. It reveals what has always been healthy inside you, deep down beneath the layers of fear, pain, stress, and confusion. Your being is perfectly whole. You may not feel it right now, but that wholeness is still there. It is like the sky hidden behind clouds. Clouds come and go, but the sky remains untouched. Your wounds are like those clouds. They come from experiences, memories, judgments, and beliefs that were never truly yours. They were given to you by society, by family, by the world, but your inner sky has never been wounded. When you stop resisting your inner experiences, when you stop fighting with your thoughts and emotions, healing begins almost instantly. The mind has a strange habit. It tries to suppress pain, it tries to hide discomfort, and whatever you suppress only grows stronger in the dark. But if you watch your pain with gentle awareness, if you allow it to be seen, it begins to melt. Awareness is the fire that dissolves suffering. Let me tell you a secret. Healing is not about becoming someone new. It is about remembering who you have always been. You are not your trauma. You are not your fears. You are not your past mistakes. These are just experiences layered on top of your being. When you sit silently, when you breathe consciously, when you observe your inner world without judgment, you begin to peel away those layers. Slowly, slowly, your original clarity reappears. And remember, healing does not happen in a straight line. It is not a sudden thunderstorm. It is more like a gentle sunrise. First, a small light appears on the horizon. Then it slowly expands. Then gradually, the whole sky becomes golden. Healing is the same, soft, subtle, natural. Do not expect miracles from the outside. Expect a miracle from your own presence, because the moment you become aware, the moment you allow yourself to feel without fear, your being begins to realign with its natural harmony, and that harmony is healing itself. These 30 minutes with me are simply a bridge to help you return to that harmony. You do not need to reach outward. You only need to turn inward. The medicine is already within you. My own journey toward inner wholeness. Beloved one, people often imagine that someone who speaks about meditation or enlightenment must have been born perfect, as if light has always been shining from the very beginning. But existence never works that way. My own life, my own inner journey was filled with storms, questions, rebellions, and endless searching. I did not arrive at clarity by avoiding chaos. I arrived at clarity by passing through it with open eyes. As a child, I was always questioning everything. Teachers, priests, elders, no one escaped my curiosity. I was not questioning to argue. I was questioning because something inside me refused to accept borrowed truths. I could not live on beliefs given by others. I had to find my own truth, my own understanding, This made life difficult at times. People prefer obedient children, not rebellious ones, but rebellion was my first step toward awakening. There was a fire in me, a longing to know what lies beyond the surface of life. I watched people chasing success, wealth, respect, and still remaining miserable. I saw them praying without joy, loving without presence, living without awareness. Something in me knew this cannot be life's purpose. There must be something deeper. And from this my journey began, not toward the world, but toward my own inner being. I spent years sitting under trees, walking in silence, lying awake at night, simply watching my own thoughts, and what I discovered shocked me. I found that the mind is a restless river, always flowing with noise, desires, fears, fantasies. If one gets lost in the mind, life becomes confusion. But if one watches the mind, just watches without judgment, slowly a gap appears. In that gap, a new space opens, silent, vast, untouched. It was in this silence that I first tasted something extraordinary. It was not an experience that could be compared with anything of the world. It was like coming home after lifetimes of wandering. A lightness, a spaciousness, a freedom began to expand inside me. I realized that I am not the body, not the mind, not the emotions. I am the watcher, the witness, and in the presence of that witness, all wounds begin to dissolve on their own. But this did not happen overnight. There were days of deep silence and days of inner chaos. There were moments when I felt the whole universe flowing through me, and moments when the old mind tried to pull me back into fear. This is the natural rhythm of every seeker. But slowly, the silence grew stronger, the storms weaker. One day, the storms simply stopped coming. The mind became a servant instead of a master. From that silence came my joy, my love, my laughter. From that silence grew the courage to speak, to share, to guide others toward their own inner light. What happened within me can happen within you, because we are made of the same consciousness. I am not special. I am simply someone who allowed himself to see, and it is from that same silence, that same clarity, that I speak to you now, not as someone above, but as someone who has walked the same path of confusion and emerged into a space of peace. My journey is not a story of achievement. It is a reminder that you too can return to your inner wholeness. The door is already open. You need only step inside, entering the space of healing. Beloved one, now we enter the most intimate part of this journey, the moment where healing becomes a living experience, not just a beautiful idea. I invite you to settle yourself comfortably. Let your body rest as if it has nowhere to go, as if this moment is the only moment that exists. Because truly this moment is the only moment that exists. The past has already dissolved. The future has not yet arrived. Healing can only happen here, in the living present. Close your eyes gently. Not with force, but the way petals close when night falls, naturally, effortlessly. Feel the weight of your body sinking into the ground or the chair beneath you. Notice how gravity holds you, supports you. You do not need to hold yourself. Existence is holding you already. Allow this realization to soften you from the inside. Now bring your awareness to your breath. Do not manipulate it. Do not make it deeper or slower. Just watch it as it is. Watching the breath is one of the most ancient doors to inner transformation. When you watch the breath, you watch life itself. The breath goes in, the breath goes out. Everything changes, everything moves, everything flows, and yet something in you remains still. That stillness is the beginning of healing. As you watch your breath, you may notice that thoughts continue to move through your mind. Do not fight them. Do not try to silence them. The mind is doing what it has always done, thinking. Your task is only to observe, like someone sitting by the roadside watching the traffic pass. You do not stop the cars. You do not chase them. You simply watch, and slowly the traffic becomes lighter. In the same way, your thoughts will begin to slow as your awareness deepens. You may begin to feel sensations in your body, tightness in the chest, heaviness in the shoulders, a lump in the throat. These sensations are not obstacles, they are signals. They are the body's way of releasing the emotions you have carried for years. Allow them, welcome them. If a tear comes, let it fall. If a memory surfaces, let it pass like a cloud drifting across the sky. Nothing needs to be suppressed. Nothing needs to be resisted. Healing begins the moment you stop interfering with your inner flow. Remember this, for your entire life, you have been conditioned to control, to fix, to hold yourself together. But healing is the art of letting go, not of responsibilities but of inner tension. It is the art of trusting your own being. When you trust, your body relaxes, your mind softens, your heart opens. In that opening, miracles happen without effort. As you continue to watch your breath, feel a gentle spaciousness growing inside you. You may notice a sense of expansion, as if you are becoming wider, more open, more at ease. This is your inner world beginning to breathe. This is your being remembering its natural state. Silence is not something you create. Silence is something you uncover. It has always been there beneath the noise. Stay with this space. Rest in it. The more you allow yourself to be here without judgment, the more healing will continue to unfold on its own. And remember, beloved one, this space of healing is not somewhere outside. It is you, it is your essence, waiting patiently for your return, understanding the art of letting go. Beloved one, letting go is perhaps the most misunderstood of all spiritual expressions. People hear it and they think it means abandoning life, escaping responsibilities, or suppressing emotions. But letting go is none of these. Letting go is the most beautiful, the most powerful act of inner freedom. It is the moment you stop carrying burdens that were never meant to be yours. It is the moment you unshackle your being from the chains of memory, fear, and expectation. You have carried so much weight on your heart, more than you even realize. Every hurtful word someone spoke to you, every disappointment you swallowed, every fear that tightened your chest, every regret you tucked away, they have all remained stored within you, layer upon layer. Your being has been covered by these emotions, and yet beneath them, your essence remains untouched, pure, radiant. Letting go simply means peeling away these layers so your true self can breathe again. Notice how tightly we all hold on to things. We cling to relationships that no longer nurture us. We cling to beliefs that no longer serve us. We cling to memories that have long since finished teaching their lessons. We cling to identities, names, roles, successes, failures, as if our survival depends upon them. and this clinging creates pressure within the heart. It contracts your energy. It keeps you from expanding into your full being. Letting go is not about losing anything. It is about releasing the inner tension that forms from trying to control life. You cannot control life. You cannot control the past, and you cannot control the future. Control is an illusion created by the fear-driven mind. When you let go, you step into trust, and trust is the bridge to inner peace. Begin by observing the areas in your life where you hold on too tightly. Perhaps it is a memory you revisit again and again. Perhaps it is an old wound, still unhealed yet familiar. Perhaps it is a fear of what others think of you. Or perhaps it is a longing for something you believe you must achieve to be worthy. Whatever it is, look at it gently. Feel its presence in your body. Do not judge it. Do not fight it. Just see it clearly. Once you see the weight you carry, letting go becomes a natural response. You do not force yourself to let go. Forcing is another form of control. Instead, you understand the weight. You thank it for whatever lessons it brought, and then you allow it to dissolve. Awareness itself is enough to release what is unnecessary. Imagine holding a fist tightly for years. The moment you open your hand, relief flows through the muscles. Letting go is the same. The moment you relax your inner grip, energy begins to flow again. Creativity returns, joy returns, silence returns. You feel lighter, more fluid, more alive. Letting go also means embracing impermanence. Everything in life changes. Relationships, seasons, emotions, opportunities, even our own bodies. When you stop resisting the natural flow of change, you stop suffering. You begin to ride the waves of life instead of drowning beneath them. This is the art of letting go. A gentle surrender, a soft exhale, a return to innocence. When you let go, beloved one, you are not losing anything. You are gaining everything. Peace, clarity, spaciousness, and the freedom to be truly yourself. And in that freedom, healing becomes effortless. The transformation after these 30 minutes, beloved one, as we come to the final part of this journey, I want you to feel, not just think, but feel the shift that has begun within you. Even if it is subtle, even if it is delicate like the first whisper of a breeze at dawn, it is real. Healing rarely arrives with thunder. It arrives with softness. It arrives quietly, like a seed breaking open beneath the soil. You may not see its movement, but its work has already begun. The stillness you have touched in these 30 minutes is not temporary. It is a door, and once opened, it never truly closes again. You may drift away from it at times. You may forget it in moments of stress or confusion, but it remains within you like an inner sanctuary, always available, always welcoming you home. This is the true transformation, the recognition that your peace does not depend on the world around you. It comes from your own depth. In these minutes, something deep inside you has relaxed. Perhaps the mind has slowed down. Perhaps the breath has become softer. Perhaps a tightness in your chest has loosened, or an old emotion has released its grip. These are not small changes. Every tiny shift in awareness is a movement toward freedom. Healing is not a single event. It is a continuous flowering. And today, beloved one, the first petals have opened. Carry this silence with you. Hold it gently, the way you would hold a fragile flame in your hands. The world is noisy, chaotic, and full of demands. It will try to pull you back into its currents. But if you remember the taste of this silence even for a moment, you can return to it instantly. It is like a sacred well inside you. One sip is enough to refresh your entire being. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, sit for a minute, close your eyes, and watch your breath. You do not need elaborate techniques or rituals. You only need awareness. Awareness is your lamp. It lights your path. Awareness is your medicine. It heals your wounds. Awareness is your guide. It leads you back to yourself. Do not expect perfection. Healing does not mean life will never challenge you again. Challenges will come, but you will meet them differently. You will respond instead of reacting. You will observe instead of drowning. You will breathe instead of breaking. This is real transformation, not the absence of difficulties, but the presence of inner strength. As you move forward, allow your heart to be more open than before. Let love flow more freely. Let joy express itself more naturally. Let silence be your companion. When you speak, speak from awareness. When you walk, walk with presence. When you rest, rest deeply. When you love, love without fear. These simple acts become extraordinary when done in consciousness. Remember that your journey does not end here. It begins here. These 30 minutes were a seed planted in your soul. With every moment of awareness, you water it. With every breath, you nurture it. And slowly, slowly, it will grow into a great tree of understanding, offering shade, peace, and beauty to your entire life. Beloved one, walk gently into the world from this moment on. Something in you has awakened. Protect it, honor it, live from it. Your healing has begun, and now it will continue on its own.